to get in and they're going to beat Russia to Kingdom Hill practically. Well, he's an idiot. He doesn't know anything about military affairs, and he wears the uniform of an admiral. And this is taken from Colonel Douglas MacGregor, who really knows military affairs. As you can see, Chris, I'm with deep sorrow, but very angry. I'm a very angry person. And I wish the worst for those evils, Zelensky, Biden, and Nuland. They are bringing shame to the USA. The USA voted against a ceasefire in the Gaza Stretch. And Israel is doing exactly what Hitler did to them during the Second World War.
Yes.
The Holocaust. They are doing the same to the Palestinians. And the USA is involved behind all this. And it's about time that the world knows that the USA is a country which is the exporter of armaments in the world. And that is precisely what President Eisenhower forewarned the public in the USA in his last speech, his farewell speech, before handing the presidency to President Kennedy. He said, I'm afraid the military industry has grown tremendously. Let us not become a country that exports armaments. Well, that's exactly what they're doing now. And the USA is losing the empire. The American empire is gone. Welcome the Chinese empire now. Because anywhere you go in the world, anything you buy, it's Chinese. It's not USA. It's not union made. And this is what this idiot that we have now as a president is doing to my beloved USA. One call, and I'll finish now, Chris. One phone call from that bastard Biden would have freed my son. My son only did his right of freedom of speech. And he called the shot in Ukraine. Zelensky's an evil man. He's a dictator. What are we talking about freedom? Why are we sending so much taxpayers' money to Ukraine? How much is Zelensky putting in his pocket? Is he getting kickbacks in the White House? Why don't we start looking what's going on behind the curtain? I don't trust Biden, Chris.
We would love to, sir. We would all love to know the truth. And I think we all know the truth. And that is why we are outraged at what is happening. And I think that your son, as he correctly said months ago, that he loved being in Ukraine. He spoke about the country as if it was his home. And he despised what was being done to this country. And when you heard, I really listened to him for a very long time before I became his moderator. And we could hear, the honesty. And Gonzalo Jr., may I put it this way? In my eyes, he is a martyr. He is a hero. He was murdered, as you correctly say. He was taken from us, and we know who is responsible for it. And I pray that your dream comes true, that one day those who are responsible for his murder are taken to the International Court of Justice.
Gonzalo, when he finally obtained bail after being in prison for more than 2 months, because they apprehended him on May the 1st of last year, 2023, he had the right to pay for bail immediately, the same day that they apprehended him. according to the law in that country of savages. They didn't grant the bail up until 2 months later, July the 6th. Finally, he paid $11,000 and he obtained partial freedom. He knew that once that bail would erupt, he would be back to prison. And he sent 3 videos on the internet. I don't know if you've seen them, saying, I'm 5 kilometers, like 3 miles from the border with Ukraine, and I intend to cross to Ukraine. If I am unsuccessful, I will die. He knew beforehand. But Chris, let me tell you, he accused those savages of being tortured. He accused those savages that they extorted him $70,000 from his PayPal, or with a toothpick, he would lose his left eye. That was the first extortion, Chris.